What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Davis and welcome back to another player review. We're going to go over this in-game stats of David De Gea. I'm going to show you guys what I like and dislike about the card, and obviously we have got the most anticipated part of the review. We're going to have a gameplay coming up. If you guys are new, make sure to drop a like and subscribe for player reviews, objective guides and all of that good stuff. And without further ado, boys, let's have a look at his in-games. So coming in at an 82 and 83 rated squad, and roughly, if I had to put a guess, around 35 to 40,000 coins on the market. You've got an 87 rated at David De Gea. Now, very well deserved player of the month in my opinion. He has literally been one of the best goalies in the Prem this season, and playing for a Man United side that has not been up to par, he is doing an absolute shift and keeping United in a lot of games. Now with De Gea and with goalkeepers, I always go over the same thing, and I always say goalkeepers, they could have the best stats in the game: 99 diving, 99 handling, but it's two things or three things that I think is important. Disregarding stats, sure it's important. You'd rather a goalie with 99 diving be better than a goalie with 40. That's common sense. But if you're looking to the 85 to 90 mid-range keepers, the stats are all going to be similar, but going to have relatively good stats. I think the most important things with a goalie, three things: your height, their traits, and your diving animation. Now, similar to centre backs, every player has a animation in game. Some animations are insane, that's why Kimpembe is so good. Some players, they're not great, and like I know my headline is Ramsdale. He had a great diving animation, and he's 6'2", but once his diving animation was so good, he got some, he pulled off some dives you didn't expect him to. Then you've got my headline is Trap Review, and his diving animation, he just flopped to the ground. So De Gea, now height, 6'4" is a tick straight away. Going to his attributes, I think just keep a basic chemistry style on him. I'll head on over to the footbin view here. With a basic chem style, gives him just +5 on everything. He goes to 94 diving, 89 handling, 84 kicking, 95 reflexes, 90 positioning, and 83 speed. I think it's personally just bang on, like no problems with it whatsoever. I do think though with him, he's the type of card that he's going to get you out of positions, and with goalies, he's going to be a player, could be terrible for one game and be insane in the next. That's just goalies this year, lads. So with a basic chemistry style, I don't think there's anything he necessarily needs a big upgrade on compared to the other stats. Sure, you can make it a debate for the kicking to be up, but I don't think kicking is that important. He's got the really important stats of 90 reflexes, 89 diving, and as for traits as well, he's got saves with feet and cautious with crosses. Now saves with feet might just be the best trait you can ask for a goalkeeper. So height, tick; saves with feet trait, tick, or traits, tick. Now we have to see, what's his diving animation? I've not used 84 David De Gea, so let's hope his diving animation is good. And I mean, being 6'4" with a saves with feet trait is going to be beautiful. You'll notice with lots of goalies, with a saves with feet trait, if they go far corner and he dives the other way, with a saves with feet, he'll still have a chance of saving that, which most keepers won't be able to do. And hopefully we can showcase that for you guys. Let's jump into a division rivals game. Let's test him out and let's see, is he the best goalkeeper in the Premier League? He was this month, but let's see if he is in FIFA 22 Ultimate Team. Right, so let's get into the gameplay. Now, we are currently, obviously, we were in Elite Div, we got relegated down to Div 2. So we could face someone that was previously an Elite Division player, or maybe a player not so great. Let's have a look. The team will be facing, holy shit, Pele, Prime Garincha, he's got Kante, Mane, George Best. This is going to be a brilliant test for De Gea. Now, with goalkeeper reviews. Now, goalkeeper, and I do want to explain this, and with lots of my goalkeeper reviews, I go over this a lot. So whilst this game loads up, I'll just explain to you guys what I have found. I've done over 200 reviews, probably even 300 reviews throughout, all of the FIFA Ultimate Teams. But most importantly, for the goalkeeper reviews, I'd say I've done around 15 or 20 of them, so I know the ins and outs of what a goalkeeper is like on this game, and they are inconsistent. They're the definition of inconsistent, but you can obviously tell a difference between the better goalkeepers and the not so good goalkeepers. And as I said, a goalkeeper could have 90 diving, 90 handling, and 90 reflexes, but he could be worse than a goalie with 85 diving and 80 reflexes, etc, etc. And as I said, as I mentioned in the intro, his height, his traits, and also his diving animation are some of the most important things a goalkeeper can have. Now, straight away, my opponent hits the post a little bit lucky there. But as you can see, when De Gea flopped to the ground, or dived to the ground, I should say, obviously we're not going to judge him on that, because who knows what could have happened if it was on target, or if he would have saved it. But, we want to see his diving animation. Different goalies have different diving animations. My 6'2" Ramsdale could save basically everything that was in the air, but my trap, on the other hand, my headliner's trap was absolutely woeful in the air, right? So diving animation, we need to really test with De Gea and how he can reach the top, the top bins, etc., etc. 6'4" in my opinion is more than tall enough for a goalkeeper, and as well that saves with feet trait is going to come in absolutely huge for us. Let's see, is Best going to get a shot away there? He is, and it's going to go out for a goal kick. Now, as well, with a basic, he gets a +5 in everything, including kicking. His kicking is only 79, but I think that's absolutely fine. There's no point just targeting a chem style to get that kicking up. It's really not too important. Look, full powered kick is still going to make it over the halfway line, or around the halfway line anyway, which is more than enough for a goalie. Like, more than enough. If you're that worried about it, just play it short to your left back and a goal kick and go from there. He's going to get a turn through, get a tackle. Now, I actually wouldn't mind if my opponent got a few shots away, because then we can actually test him out. I don't care if we can see 2 or 3. I just want to see what his diving animation is. Goes down to De Gea. I believe he's got 4-star weak foot. I could be wrong. That is lovely. That was a right bumper plus left bumper. So an R2 plus L2 for my PS4 people. Plus shoot, or plus clear. So that was lovely. Going to send Aubameyang away now as well. He's going to chip it over. Ramsdale actually gets to that. And speaking of diving animation, Ramsdale always did that for me, his headliners, and although he's 6'2", the diving animation, the way he throws himself back, that's what I'm hoping De Gea's diving animation is like. So that's just a great example of what I'm talking about with the animation. There we go, 1-0 down, unlucky there. Realistically, no goalkeeper is going to be saving that one, eh? We're going to bring him out here and cover the passing lane. And that has worked out perfectly. That is 500 IQ. So what I did there is obviously I wanted to close my opponent down, and I covered the passing lane with my Ben White at centre back. I know, we're using informed Ben White. Let's have some fun, right? And so that means if he did try to give that pass through, he would have intercepted it. And another thing I want to touch on, he's got 60 speed, which for a goalkeeper is really, really nice. That's faster than most centre backs, to be brutally honest. So rushing out very nicely there. Aubameyang, unlucky. Might have been able to get back into the game. Right, I've got a free kick here. Now, this could be interesting. I'm not going to touch it. Let's see if he goes to the top right. Let's see what his diving animation is like. And straight to... Could be... I don't have any excuses for De Gea here, lads. Maybe we could just give him the benefit of a doubt, and maybe it was a powerful kick, but in my opinion, you maybe got to be keeping hold of that. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'll lead him off, because this is the first time it's happened, so I'll lead him off, but... maybe you could be picking that up. Maybe you could be holding that. Anyway, we are 2-0 down. Obviously, I showed you the first goal we conceded. The second one just came from a cross or I think it was a sweat. He went for on goal and then lobbed it over. So, no point showing that one. But I do really want to focus on, I mean, 2 things to take note from in the first half. We rushed him out, 60 speed, more than enough. 6'4" as well. So, he is a bit of a menace, and he is going to be scary when you do rush him out for your opponent. He'll be under pressure. 6'4", 60 speed goalkeeper running at him or sprinting at him. And as for his actual, handling, I think he probably should have got hold of that, but we'll lead him off. Maybe it was just a powerful shot, right? But no, in the second half, I really want to see what his diving's like, and I want to see my opponent take a banging finesse shot to the top right, and I want to see how far or how high De Gea can get. That's what I want to see in this half. Oh, jammy, De Gea coming out. What's happened there? I don't know what's actually happened there. We brought De Gea out. He got to it, and I want to watch that replay after the match is over. Bring him out. He's missed. And you know what? That was a great decision of me to bring him out. Once again, he feels so fast bringing him out there. Obviously, my opponent did miss that, but, I mean, let's be real. De Gea put some brilliant pressure on. Now, once again, going back to what I said about the kicking, if you're not confident in kicking it, if you're trying to clear it if it's late, then just play it down to your left back, and then you can either kick it with him or do what I'm doing here and build back up. But no, we're currently in this game. I'm not really bothered if we win or lose. I just honestly want to test out his diving animation a little bit more, so if we can't test it out this match, we'll have to play another game. De Gea gets a hand to it. What's going to happen here? Okay, once again, brilliant. Rushing out of net to get that. Right, boys, let's get into game 2. First game, we actually couldn't showcase much because, I mean, I think we lost 3-2 in the end. We rushed him out of goal. Rushing out of net with him, he was amazing. his handling, I'm not going to lie, from that free kick, you guys saw it as well, he could have just easily caught it, but instead he kind of pushed it out. So let me know what you guys think of that down below. And also the third goal we did concede, which I'll show you guys, was quite jammy. I think we rushed out, he got a hand to it, and my opponent just got some lucky cheese. So I think it was actually a solid debut from him. Rushing out of net, brilliant. 6'4", got a tall and linky presence, which is once again excellent. Hopefully this match, we can test out his diving, test him out a little bit more. Let's actually go attacking, because, once again, I don't give a shit if I lose. Obviously, I would like a win, but I would rather, if it was between getting lots of footage for the De Gea review for you guys, or me, you know, winning, then I'd choose a De Gea footage. Straight away. Oh, no way he's going to quit. Please don't quit. No, man. I didn't mean to do that. It's taken me so long to find this match, and I wanted him to stay for De Gea footage, lads. We cannot give us De Gea footage. Oh, man. I want to test out his diving. We tested out, like, everything in the first game except his diving. Oh, man. It genuinely took, like, 15 minutes to find that. Look, boys, usually I don't do this, but it's currently 1 in the morning. We're struggling to find a match, so we're just going to have to go without the second game. You guys can understand my pain. If you are Oceania servers, trying to find a rivals match is difficult. If I can find a match whilst I'm doing this outro, then yeah, we can show it. But as for the pros and cons screen, as you guys can see, I think with this card, and what I definitely saw in the first game, him rushing out of net is absolutely sensational. He's got the speed, he's 6'4", he's got the body type, he's like, rushing out of net, holding down on triangle with him, you feel confident. And you know why you feel confident is because 6'4", 60 speed, which is more than most centre-backs have for one, and also the saves with feet trait. If he does, you know, initially go out and he doesn't quite get there in time, the saves with feet trait is sensational. He stretches that left/right leg out, and that can sometimes genuinely be game-defining. It can be the difference between a win or a loss if he pulls off a ridiculous save with his feet, and that's exactly what you want to have as player traits for the Player of the Month card. Now, obviously, his diving going to 94 in-game, 6'4" with 94 diving, I just have to go from past memories and say that his diving would be ridiculously good, but as you guys saw in the review, it was very hard to get footage. It's currently 1 AM and it takes 20 minutes to find a single game, but no, you guys get what I mean. I think 94 diving, 6'4" is more than worthy for being a pro. The handling was actually a little bit iffy. We're not going to consider it a con, nor are we going to consider it a pro. I think from that free kick, he definitely could have done better to hold on to it, but instead he just like pushed it out, which was interesting. The kicking as well goes to 84 with a basic Chem style. I got no problems with that. It still goes to like around the halfway point, and if you do want that extra kicking, then just pass it short to a left back and do one of your defenders and go from there. 90 reflexes, 95 reflexes in game is sensational. 95 reflexes, 60 speed, 6'4", rushing out with them is like very good. Some of the best I've used with a keeper is rushing out with this De Gea card. Positioning as well of 90 is fantastic, and obviously that saves with feet trait is exactly what you want to have on your goalie. All in all, he gets that strong link down to flashback Varane. Gameplay wise, I'll give him a tick. I do wish I got to try out his diving a bit more, but as for, you know, reflexes, kicking, positioning, and handling, and speed, we got to try out. Saves with feet trait, not so much, but I can already tell you, saves with feet trait can be absolutely so clutch. The only iffy thing, literally, I found with him was that one corner instance, and he just, instead of holding on to it, but he gets some great links. He's an only 35,000 coins. Probably craft him for 0 coins. Lads, if you're a United fan, 100% get him done. Great dynamic image, nice cheeky Premier League goalie to have that you can craft up for free. And I'm going to give him a nice solid, I'm going to give him an 8.9 out of 10. I think he's a solid goalie. Remember, boys, goalies are always going to be inconsistent, but I feel like De Gea does have the stats, diving, animation, and traits that you do want to have for your goalie. It's been your boy Davis. Hope you guys did enjoy, and hopefully this review did help you out. And until next time, I'll see you boys later.